Got to take y'all to Florida. We're going to Florida. We have a man. This is how they describe the video, or how they label the video. We have a man who fatally shot a woman, young child, outside of a bank before turning the gun on himself. Right? That sounds cute, right? A man fatally shoots a woman and a young child outside of a bank before turning the gun on himself. So he shot the woman, child, and then himself outside of a bank. Got it. Watch this.
Tells about a mother and her young son gunned down outside of a bank. The deadly ambush caught on camera.
Police say the gunman then shot himself. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with what we're learning about the victims. Roy.
Nicole and Calvin, today I got a chance to speak with the victims' families, and they are devastated by all of this, as you can only imagine. They say that these brutal murders all came at the hands of an ex-boyfriend who just did not want to stay away.
Oh, so all this came because of an ex-boyfriend that didn't want to stay away. I'm going to say that line again, that topic, the thing that they wrote to describe the video. Man fatally shoots a woman, young child, outside of a bank before turning the gun on himself. What did they just tell us?
Friend who just did not. At the hands of an ex-boyfriend who just did not want to stay away.
At the hands of an ex-boyfriend who did not want to stay away. Why didn't they write that as a title? Don't worry, because I'm cutting this here out and I'm going to write it as my own title. Because society need to hear, women need to hear that this is what happens when we separate and divide out here in the doggone street. And I'm the one here to tell you about domestic love relationships. I'm here to tell you. Ain't nobody else gonna keep it 100 with you. Damn it, I'm telling you what it is. Plain want to leave that monkey alone? Oh, hell no. Here we go, though.
Just did not want to stay away. A mother seen filled with pride. A young boy gleaming with accomplishment. This picture of 43-year-old Odalis Bancroft and her 3-year-old son Theodore Couto was taken at his preschool graduation Wednesday. 2 days later, and the mother and son would have their lives taken in an instant.
Oh my God!
A passing driver capturing the horrific moments a gunman opens fire on what police said was their vehicle stopped at a Chase Bank drive-thru. Watch as the armed man is then seen getting back into his car as witnesses try to comprehend what they just saw.
Stop. Do y'all realize he had a long gun? In my mind, it's an AR because that is like the rifle of choice out here in these streets.
Seen getting back into his car as vehicle stopped at a Chase Bank drive-thru.
That's a gun.
Watch as the armed man is then seen getting back into his car as witnesses try to comprehend what they just saw.
He
Just as the violent incident is unfolding, a marked Miami-Dade police cruiser is waved down.
They're shooting him. They're shooting over there.
It's at that moment officers move in, surrounding the bank at the corner of Southwest 42nd Street and 152nd Avenue Friday, and where investigators found Bancroft, her son, and the gunman shot dead.
That's Bird Road. I know where that's at. Shout out to CC's World for the 199 super chat. Say love the Bumble, but with the R banner. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
Minivan with the child was pulling up to a bank behind me. She was at the ATM line when an unknown subject pulled next to her in an SUV and opened fire, killing both the female and the child, and then killing himself.
Relatives tell us the mother was divorced and most recently had an ex-boyfriend she was trying to separate herself from, even filing a restraining order. Her family says it's that ex-boyfriend who pulled the trigger, taking the lives of a mother and an innocent child so full of life.
Do y'all understand that the mother got her child killed? Willie, you blaming the victim? Yes, the mother is the reason that the child got knocked off. The mother is the reason that she got knocked off. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He say she thought she was just gonna be able to take her cookies and move on, huh? Nope. I keep trying to tell y'all, boy, man, people not having it nowadays. Back it up, because they tried to slide this right here by you good people. Watch what watch what.
Killing himself.
Relatives tell us the mother was divorced and most recently had an ex-boyfriend.
Mother was divorced and most recently had an ex-boyfriend. That means she picked twice. She picked wrong twice. I know, Willie, you don't know what happened with her husband. I know, but they're not husband and wife anymore, so it failed. If you get a divorce, the relationship failed. It's just what it is. So the divorce was a failure, and now the ex-boyfriend was a failure.
The female and the child, and then killing himself.
Relatives tell us the mother was divorced and most recently had an ex-boyfriend. She was trying to separate
She
herself
was trying to get away from a player. Trying.
from, even filing a restraining order.
Keep trying to tell y'all that little paperwork don't work. The only time that restraining orders work is if the person who you filing the restraining order on don't want to go to jail and don't want to lose everything. This player did not mind leaving Earth. A lot of times you all have to find out the person that you're dealing with and see if there is a person who will abide by a restraining order or a person who don't mind leaving Earth and or going to prison forever.
Her family says it's that ex-boyfriend who pulled the trigger, taking the lives of a mother and an innocent child so full of life.
This is why decisions is the most important thing that we will ever make.
And as we come back out loud to that makeshift memorial right there, when I spoke with relatives, they tell me that that mother was actually here taking cash out to give to teachers following her son's graduation. They say that's the type of woman that she was.
Oh, she finna break the teachers off. Oh, man, he done messed up that money. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He said, if a restraining order is needed, the person needs to move to a new city because they don't work. That's a good point. That's some good instructions right there. Appreciate that right there.
The family has put together a GoFundMe page, and if you'd like to help them with funeral expenses, you can do that at local10.com.
Got to be more careful. Listen, boy. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. Y'all just keep listening to and seeing women lose their lives. Again, you don't have to listen to me. Just pay attention to the women who keep losing their lives. If y'all would like to support the family, please go to GoFundMe. Support Adali, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to be disrespectful, Bancroft's family after the sudden loss. They just asked for 20 grand. Got 16. The 3-year-old boy who got stabbed by Bianca Ellis, they asked for 10. He's got $250,000. Got to be more careful. It's all about your friends and your family. So I don't know how to pronounce her name, but we're gonna say the family is profoundly devastated by the sudden loss of her and her beloved son, Theodore. She was a beacon of kindness and love, and those fortunate enough to know her will remember her as a remarkable woman and devoted mother. Their lives are forever changed by this heartbreaking tragedy. Whoa. Their lives is forever changed. Oh, he's talking about the family. I was finna say because her and her son's lives is no longer. So she say your contribution will help the family, Michael, Michelle, and Mitchell with any funeral expenses and immediate costs and urgent needs during this incredible, difficult time. Thank you all for your love and support. Another thing, I will have to always say, this is why we have this thing called life insurance. I got to say it every time y'all out here dying, and every time that y'all set up a GoFundMe after your loved ones die, I will continue to talk about life insurance. A lot of people may say, well, Willie, gonna make the families feel bad for calling this stuff out. Well, this is not for the family because their loved ones has already passed away. It's for the future victims. It's for future families. Maybe if you hear from the sound of my voice that life insurance will be a good thing, then maybe you will go out and get life insurance. We do everything that we want to do. We spend money on everything that we want to spend money on. But when it comes down to getting that check after our loved ones die, I have no idea what's wrong with us good people. What's wrong with us humans out here in these doggone streets that we don't see the need to get that doggone bag after our loved ones die by mistake or on purpose sometime. Huh? It makes it so much easier, and I will continue to tell y'all, it's more devastating if you cannot afford to bury your loved ones. That got to be some real depression shit out here in these doggone streets. And a person like me don't like to be depressed, so that's why I would always have some doggone life insurance. And it is really, really crazy that a lot of y'all have children to where the life insurance is less than a pack of squares. Life insurance a month is less than a bag of weed. I'm trying to tell you something. It's less than a line of coke. It's less than meth and heroin. It's less than fentanyl. It's just less than that bottle of Jim Beans you just bought. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. There's no excuse. Y'all around here eating filet mignon and all that fly stuff, but you ain't got no life insurance. I think that for the most part, the majority of us are horrible parents. I really, really do. I truly think that. That's no joke. That's not for entertainment. Like, I really, really do think that right there. But we sit around and we claim that we love people, but we would not do the things that we should do for the people that we claim that we love. And just imagine that if the mother herself was the only one who died, that child would have had no... The people who would have had to take care of the child would have been burdened by the child, because the mother didn't leave no money behind to help whoever gonna take care of the child take care of the child. So I do believe that we is really horrible parents. I honestly believe that right there. But we just make it do what it do. It is what it is. Listen, if you all would like to support this family during their trying time and need and all that right there, y'all please go to GoFundMe, support, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Bancroft's family. Just type that there in, man, and they just need 20. Oh, let me refresh because it probably don't went up. Hold on, watch this. It's still at 16 though. It's still at 16. That's what's up. Move right along. I'm trying to help y'all out. I ain't trying to make people feel bad and all that. But if you feel bad, the only reason that you would be feeling bad is because you did not do your due diligence as far as having life insurance for you and your children. Moving right along. Ain't gonna be much hold you.